Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm outside with my diesel heater today. I wanted to give you guys a rundown. I haven't made a video in a while. But anyway, this is my diesel heater. It's winter time. I figured this would be a good time to show you. Now last year I had this installed in my window. I wanted to test it out, see how well it worked. And it worked excellent. So I decided to go ahead and punch a hole in the side of my shop here and run it through the wall. I didn't want to do that until I figured out how well it worked. So it did such a good job, I went ahead and punched the hole inside of my shop. This white box here I added here, this is where the wiring and stuff come in for my diesel heater. And this right here, wiring here, I got everything wrapped up. Everything's pretty much weatherized. I got a cover to go with this here also. And this is the exhaust here. The burn, with after it burns, it blows out the smoke, sort of like your car. But anyway, this thing's sort of like a jet engine here. It sucks cold air in here. It blows across a burn chamber that heats the air up as it shoots it out through this pipe here that wrapped in aluminum tape and aluminum foil for efficiency. I'm going to keep as much of the heat inside the pipe and push it inside my shop as possible. So I wrapped it with the aluminum so it reflects the heat back into the pipe and push it out inside my shop. And this is the filter for the igniter. And as you can see, it's a very small unit. It's only probably about 17 inches long and probably about 6 inches wide. And right here I add a fuel transfer pump. Now I get a fuel, go to the service station, gas station, convenience store, where they sell diesel. Fill up a 5-gallon tank, and I take this right here and stick it down. This right here, stick it down into the tank, and it transfers the fuel from the tank, from the 5-gallon tank, over through this orange cord here, orange tube, and it goes up through here and it goes into the tank and fills it up. And I got a switch here. I turn the switch on here and it allows it to the pump to start pumping, and we turn it off, the pump shuts off. It's one of those type of pumps. So this is my diesel heater setup for the outside. Okay, I'm back in my shop. This is the control panel for my diesel heater that's on the outside, and this here is the remote for it. And I'll show you a little bit how it works. Turn it on. That flashing number 3 is the fan speed. I can click here, click the plus, and it'll increase the speed. But I don't want to do that because it gets very hot in here. So I want to keep it down around 2. It goes from 1 to 10. You can see the fan there turning. And it'll go, let me see, it should switch over in a few minutes to Celsius. Let me see if they're going to do that. There you go. It's 23 degrees Celsius. You do the conversion on that, and I don't know what that it would be. I got a chart that converts that. But anyway, that's the control panel for my diesel heater. It controls everything. And this is the vent. This is the hot air vent that the air comes through and warm up my shop. It's very efficient, very warm. I don't sweat, and it's very dry. There's no moisture build up inside the shop. So that's why I chose it, because it's dry air. And they use these in RVs. Truckers use them. You can use them for tent camping, van life. A lot of tiny houses use them. You know, my shop is only 240 square feet, so it's a good size. It's not overkill, and it doesn't get to the point that it runs me out of here either. So it's a perfect fit. Okay, this is my electrical closet. It looks like a spider web, but I'll get that straightened up one day. But anyway, the reason I got you over here is because my diesel heater runs off of 3 sources. One is this power strip here is plugged into the grid. This black cable right here is going over to this AC to 12 volt DC power converter. And the gray outlets here is grid. So this right here, the power strip is plugged into this grid right down here. But this is off. This is not on because it's a sunny day. So it's not running off of grid. It's not running off grid today. Normally this thing here be humming real loud. That's a disadvantage to it. You can hear the air blowing in, and you can hear this thing right here. The fan on this thing is kind of loud. The decibels is kind of loud. I'm thinking about moving that on the outside. But anyway, 3 power sources. Grid power, AC to DC converts to 12 volts. And this here, switch here, allows it to run on solar power and battery power. This is off today, and if my heater is running and the power goes out, it'll kick over, it'll automatically kick it over to either solar or battery powered. Now on a sunny day, it's running on solar power. If it was cloudy and the power was off on the grid, was out on the grid, and it was a cloudy day, it'll run on battery power. So those are 3 sources: grid, solar, and battery. But yeah, it's a very efficient unit, very warm. It's a little noisy, but it's not that bad. You know, because you hear the wind, the fan blowing the hot air in. And this thing right here can have a little bit of noise to it also. That's, you know, noticeable. But other than that, it's an excellent little heater. I recommend it. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have any questions, let me know. Leave them in the comment section.